former President Bill Clinton had a notable appearance at the Democratic National Convention on Wednesday, August 21st, where he delivered a speech that captured attention with its blend of humor, political insight, and sharp critiques. Clinton, known for his charisma and ability to connect with audiences, used the platform to discuss the visions of Vice President Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz for the future, while also taking a jab at former President Donald Trump's age. Clinton, who celebrated his 78th birthday just 2 days earlier on August 19th, humorously acknowledged his age during his speech. He quipped, "The only personal vanity that I want to assert is that I'm still younger than Donald Trump." This lighthearted remark not only served to endear him to the audience, but also subtly highlighted Trump's age, as Trump, who is also 78, was born a few months earlier, in June. The comment, though seemingly trivial, was a clever way to draw a contrast between himself and Trump, emphasizing Clinton's continued vitality in the public eye. As Clinton continued, he shifted his focus to a more substantive critique of Trump, particularly regarding the former president's well-documented obsession with crowd sizes. This obsession had become a recurring theme throughout Trump's political career, often being mocked by both critics and comedians. Clinton seized this opportunity to build on a joke made by former President Barack Obama the previous night. He posed a rhetorical question to the audience, asking, "So we've got to ask ourselves the question, do you want to build a strong economy from the bottom up and the middle out? Or do you want to spend the next 4 years talking about crowd size?" This question was more than just a humorous jab. It was a pointed criticism of what Clinton and many others view as Trump's focus on superficial metrics, rather than substantive policy achievements. Clinton then turned to the 2024 election, framing it as a stark choice between Vice President Kamala Harris and the other guy, referring to Trump without mentioning his name directly. He painted Harris as a leader who will ease our fears, contrasting her with Trump, whom he characterized as being entirely self-centered. Clinton asserted that Trump's first term had already shown his inclination towards self-aggrandizement, and he warned that a second term would be even more detrimental. "He's about me, myself, and I," Clinton stated, driving home the point that Trump's leadership style is fundamentally about serving his own interests, rather than those of the American people. In a particularly memorable part of his speech, Clinton encouraged the audience to pay attention to Trump's language whenever he speaks. Instead of counting Trump's lies, Clinton suggested a different approach. Count the I's, his vendettas, his vengeance, his complaints, his conspiracies. He's like a tenor trying to get his lungs open by singing, "Me, me, 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 me." This vivid metaphor underscored Clinton's view that Trump's rhetoric is overwhelmingly self-referential and focused on his personal grievances. Clinton concluded this segment by contrasting Trump's self-centeredness with Harris's approach. He confidently asserted, "When Kamala Harris is president, every day will begin with you, signaling his belief that Harris's leadership would be focused on the needs of the American people rather than personal vendettas. Beyond his speech, Clinton has been an active figure in the Democratic Party's efforts throughout the 2024 campaign cycle. Earlier in the year, he joined forces with former Presidents Barack Obama and Joe Biden at a high-profile fundraiser in New York City. At the time, Biden was still expected to seek re-election, but circumstances changed when Biden decided to step aside and endorse Harris as his successor. The Clintons quickly rallied behind Harris, offering their endorsement on the same day Biden announced his decision. In their joint statement, Bill and Hillary Clinton expressed their deep concern for the future of the country should Trump win a second term. They warned of the dangers posed by Trump's promises to govern with authoritarian tendencies, particularly in light of recent Supreme Court rulings that they believe could embolden him further. "Now is the time to support Kamala Harris and fight with everything we've got to elect her. America's future depends on it," the Clintons declared, emphasizing the urgency of the upcoming election and their commitment to Harris's candidacy. Clinton's remarks at the Democratic National Convention, along with his ongoing efforts in support of Harris, underscore his enduring influence in the Democratic Party and his determination to play a pivotal role in shaping the nation's future.